Hey everyone, this is Mickey Papillon with thecellphonejunkie.com, and today we're taking a look at the Samsung Fascinate. The Fascinate is a Verizon branded version of the Samsung Galaxy S, the latest high-end smartphone available from the Korean manufacturer. Announced at CTIA in March, the Samsung Galaxy S line of devices did what few devices can, launching successfully on all four major US networks. As the fourth S iteration, the Samsung Fascinate is available from Verizon for $200 after contract. Taking a look inside the box, we've got the Fascinate itself. We'll come back to that in just a moment. And then the Samsung branded polishing cloth. Some packaging materials. Of course, you've got your tips, hints, and shortcuts guides. These are pretty standard with all Verizon devices. And then an AC wall adapter. You're going to plug in the USB cable to the side of this one to charge up your phone. And then the cable itself, this is used for charging and also data synchronization. Specifications on the Fascinate include a 1 GHz Cortex-A8 Hummingbird processor, 2 gigs of flash ROM, and 512 megs of RAM. The screen is a 4-inch Super AMOLED WVGA display with 800 by 480 resolution. You'll notice on the bottom side of the device, we've got the microphone port, as well as a cutout to pull off the back battery cover. On the right side, just the power button. On the top side of the device, you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack and also the micro USB port, which has got a slider on there to keep dirt and lint out when you've got it in your pocket. Very nice. On the left side, the volume rocker buttons. And then on the front side, you've got your capacitive buttons. Now on the back, you'll see you've got a little bump there on the bottom left corner. That is actually for the speaker. The speaker is right underneath there, and so when you place it flat on a table, that helps to have the sound amplified. You also see the 5-megapixel camera with LED flash on the top left corner. And then we'll pull off the back cover here. This is the Tupperware style cover. There's no latch or anything. You just kind of pry it off. A 1500 milliamp hour battery from Samsung. And with that Super AMOLED display, this one really helps out, the 1500 milliamps that is, to give you a long-lasting device. Underneath the slot there, a 16 gigabyte micro SD card comes standard with it. And we'll pop the card back in and put the battery back in the device. It is worth noting that the Fascinate is CDMA and EVDO Rev-A technology only. It does not have quad band support for GSM and Edge, so 800 and 1900 megahertz bands only, no global roaming. Taking a look at a size comparison, the Fascinate on the left, iPhone 4 on the right. Put them on top of each other, and you can see that 4-inch screen on the Fascinate beats out the iPhone 4's 3.5-inch screen. You can see a little space there on the right as well, as the width of the Fascinate is more. Now, if you look at a profile view, it looks very, very close. The Fascinate is 0.02 inches thicker than the iPhone 4. However, the Fascinate's rounded back cover corners versus the iPhone's squared off edges really make this indistinguishable. In fact, from that angle, it does look like the iPhone 4 is thicker. Indeed, it is not. Now, as someone who uses the iPhone 4 as one of my daily devices, I'm used to a touchscreen slab weighing close to 5 ounces. But at nearly half an ounce lighter, with a screen that's half an inch larger, it really feels like Samsung has created a lighter device. The overall experience with the Fascinate is quite enjoyable, with specifications that are well-rounded for late 2010. The device is not only great to look at, but it's very fast to use. Boot time is exceptionally quick. From a soft reset, the phone is booted in less than a minute. The Fascinate comes with Android 2.1 Update 1, though Samsung has said that the 2.2 Froyo update will be coming to the entire Galaxy S line before the end of the year. We'll see how long it takes before the carriers get their customizations done. But as with many other Samsung Android devices, the TouchWiz user interface has found its way onto the device. The overlay onto Google's Eclair does add a lot more than just a few icons. Now, taking a look at some of the things that you can do with this operating system, you'll see that they've got some customized widgets that you have there. Also, when you go into the main menu, you can see that you're scrolling from side to side versus up and down that you do on most Android phones. Also, if you click on the settings menu in here, you can do something that you can't do with most stock Android devices. That's rearrange the app launcher icon. So that's kind of nice if you're someone who wants to do some customizations there. Now let's talk for a moment about Bing. From the widgets to the internet search to the browser add-ons, everything on the Fascinate is Bing. And the worst part is that there's no way to use a different default search engine. It's clearly due to a partnership between Verizon and Microsoft, but on an operating system known for being open, it feels very closed. Now you'll see here, we'll go to a search and we'll pull up one of our recent saved searches, the AndroidCentral.com website, and it brings up Bing searches. Now, many users may not care about this and may actually be regular Bing users. This departure from the tight Google integration on nearly all Android devices is probably the most controversial thing about the Fascinate overall. Taking a look at some of the other software, we'll go into the phone itself, and you can see you've got the main keypad dialer there. Also click through to go to the call log, also your entire contact list, and if you have any favorites set up. Some of the other OS tweaks include the Bing Maps shown here, as well as the Verizon Navigator, VCast Music, Tones and Videos, Skype Mobile, My Verizon Mobile, Mobile IM, Blockbuster, NFS Shift, plus others. You also have a widget here that's called the Daily Briefing that pulls up your latest weather, stocks, and news. If you see there, we've got the Phoenix weather here, beautiful 66 degrees here today. You can scroll over, and then you saw the stocks there, and here's the news. You can scroll up and down here to read the latest headlines. Under the stocks option, you've got Yahoo Finance pulling in information, checking my Apple stock there to see that I've lost a little bit of value, but the stock market is up in general. So kind of a neat little way to kind of see the daily information you're looking for at a glance. The Samsung Fascinate on Verizon, a solid high-end Android device that's sure to please just about everybody. The high-resolution 4-inch screen paired with a very thin design makes for one of the most enjoyable Android phones out there. Die-hard Google fans may have a hard time getting over the Bing tie-in, but for those that want the fastest black slab Android device on the Verizon network, it's a mere paper cut compared to the all-around fantastic experience that Samsung has created. Again, this has been Mickey Papillon with thecellphonejunkie.com giving you an overview of the Samsung Fascinate.